A school psychologist's primary role is to assess. They're going to look at observations, talk to teachers, consult with both parents and staff, and they will be determining what barriers students have to their learning. And then they're going to provide instructional strategies, maybe behavioral strategies that will help support them in their environment.
So a clinical psychologist, they typically only assess for mental health needs. School psychologists, we look at interventions and strategies that will help with their academics. We help with data, and then we look at the data, and then we decide from that what services are needed. We help with eligibility for special education. We're part of the IEP process, we're part of the cost process, the SST process.
So many times with preschoolers, they've been receiving services through the regional centers. So we look at what do they need? Do they need services as they turn 3? And then we do an evaluation, work with parents, work with teachers to see what services are needed, if any. I do a lot of assessment. In preschool, we do team assessments. So as a part of my team would be myself, a speech therapist, and a special education teacher. And so we would be looking at the needs of that student.
I really like being able to help the preschool families, being able to support their needs, learning the whole IEP process, learning this new world that they're in, and then also being able to get them some outside support if they need it. Recently, one of the families that we assessed, the student was having difficulties, and once she started coming to school, just made huge growth. And so it was just nice when we get students the services and supports that they need, because then they're actually able to access their academic instruction.
My son has ADHD, and just watching him struggle through school and not having sometimes the services that he needed has really made me want to help students have the services that they need as they go into preschool, and then they're really successful as they can go into elementary school.
It's really important for kids to feel like they belong on a campus. And the school psychologist is one piece of that belonging. It does take a team, it takes a village for everyone to be able to make students feel comfortable on campus, but that's our primary responsibility.
One of the things that I've implemented this year is a parenting partners program. So I do parenting workshops with the parents. It's nice. It helps with communication, it helps with social emotional needs, helps with their academics. We did autism presentations in the classroom just to help with the students so they realize that we all have different learning styles and we all have different ways of thinking. And so that was an overall way to help the entire, a lot of different students accept others.
When you have that rapport built with students, it only enhances the ability to have greater student success. And so if they're given that opportunity to build that relationship, then those students are more likely to have success because they have a person on campus that they can relate to or they can check in with, and they have that connection with.